Hey guys, welcome back to the video. It's Zido here. So today, as promised, I'm bringing you a budget-friendly speed clothes pad that is honestly a perfect entry point for, those people who dipping their toes into the fast pad world. It's from a major player, so the quality floor is really solid. I'm talking about the FANTECH Motion Pad Kaminari, and even though it's a budget option, we are going full nerd and dissecting every fiber today. Now let's roll the intro. Alright, first let's talk about FANTECH's motions, branding. Personally, I love the theme here. It's super clear and targets exactly what you need. They use Japanese elemental names, which is a vibe. A vibe. If you know, you know. And as you know, on this channel, speed is king. If I'm reviewing a pad, it's because it passed my speed test. If it's not fast and high quality, I won't bother. Now the lineup goes from slowest to fastest. We have Earth, which is Suji, the Control King. We have Water, Mizu, which is, kind of slow, but like not really that slow compared to Suji. We have Fire, High, He, I don't know, which is the balance and hybrid options. We have Wind, Kaze, which is fast. And we have last, Kaminari, Lightning, the speed demon we are looking at today. So we are strictly focusing on the Kaminari's performance. Yeah, let's get right into it. Now the packaging is standard for this price, a long cylindrical box. It arrived safe and sound with a clean seal. Inside, it's just the pad rolled up in plastic. Now because it's rolled so tightly, you will experience some out of the box curling. Don't panic, just leave it out for a night or put some heavy objects like your keyboard or some books on the corners. It flattens out within a day. Even for a nitpicker like me, it wasn't a deal breaker. Now let's talk about the specs. The base is a standard rubber, but the color is a very vibrant cyan. I do think this is cyan. Okay, it uses a herringbone pattern that sticks well to the desk. What's interesting is the thickness. It's 5 millimeters. In 2026, or like, where when this pad was released is still 2025, where the meta is shifting towards ultra thin 3 millimeters or 3.5 millimeter pads. 5 millimeter feels like a chunky throwback. However, that thickness adds a level of plushness and dampening that feels really premium and stable under your hand. It's not quite a Fnatic dash or a QCK heavy, but it's definitely got some meat on its bone. Now the stitching is actually quite impressive for the price. It's flush, meaning it's a level with the surface. It's not raised or recessed. The edges are rounded, so no digging into your wrist during those vertical swipes. However, after some heavy use, I did notice some slight fraying. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but let me try and show you. There is some heavy fraying on the right side of the pad, which I don't really use that much. It's a weird thing. And also on top of the pad here, yeah, probably, yeah, I think you can see that on the camera. Yep. It's not falling apart, but I'll give the stitching durability a 7/10. It's smooth, but not that immortal, it's not really that high performance. We got some over here as well. Here's where I have a bone to pick. I'm a purist. I hate logos or tags invading my tracking space. This pad is 450 by 400 millimeters, but the design elements make it feel smaller. Compared to the 490 by 420, which is the pad I have under it right now, the standard that we see nowadays, I found myself running out of real estate hitting the edges during intense resets. If you have a low sensitivity setup, that design to size ratio might annoy you as much as it did to me. Now for the juicy part, the surface. For the static friction, I rated it at 4.5 over 5 due to the lightning fast micro adjustment, which is really enjoyable, and it makes me feel like I could potentially perform with this pad really well. For the dynamic friction, it is a 5 over 5 because it's had, you know, it has a kind of buttery smooth glide, which I rarely see on budget speed pad. And I hate to admit it, but this mousepad surface tends to collect dust, so you might want to clean it eventually. I was striking out in Valorant with this because the speed is top tier, you know, but here's the thing, it's not textureless like a Raiden mid. It's a very communicative surface. You feel every centimeter of the movement that you move your mouse. It's a pretty feedback that tells your brain exactly where the mouse is. Now, the holy grail of speed pads usually needs 3 things. The first thing is fast static dynamic friction. We got it, check. The second option is high stopping power, check. Surprisingly high for a speed pad, I'm not gonna lie. And 3, perfect design thickness. I don't think this one check it. I think this one is missing. It's a bit thick and small and with all over the place design. So I don't think this one hit that. Now, a quick note on the arm sleeves. This surface is picky. Before it's fully broken, it might catch on certain sleeves. Once broken in, it's fine, but keep that in mind. Also, if you use dot feet, the texture feedback becomes even more pronounced, which I personally love, but not to the point where I feel like it's, you know, annoying me that much. But yeah, about the sleeve thing, it's not a great feeling. That's all I have to say. Overall, this is the standout of the motion pad lineup. You get the highest speed, enough stopping power for flick heavy games, and all at a budget price. Both the FANTECH Kaminari and the Talent Games Kaminari are elite value picks, even if their surface feels, you know, differs slightly. If you want a speed pad that doesn't feel like a slip and slide and has actual feedback, this one is it. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Remember to stay hydrated, keep your aim consistent, and don't forget to hit the subscribe and the bell icon. Also, please like the video so I can push out more videos. And for the tease, the newest pad from, I believe this one is from MVXZido. I don't know if I spelled that name right, but this one is the best Raiden mid alternative that I have ever used in my life. Like, it's actually so, it's like a better Raiden mid, and that's it. That's enough tease. And that's it. Zido's out. Peace.